Welcome to Provatech. My name is Raju. C programming language tutorial by Provatech. Previous class I have explained what is C programming language and history and what is sample program and how to use the comments in the program, what are the advantages of comments and what are the data types in C. These three concepts I have explained in the previous video. Now I will explain the concepts of keywords, variables and input output functions. So keywords, a keyword is a reserved word. You cannot use it as a variable name or constant name. There are 32 keywords in C language. So these 32 keywords are auto, constant, double, float, integer, short, structure. These double, float, int, shortcut, structure, these are primitive data types, unsigned, break, continue, else, for, long, signed, switch, void, case, default, enum, goto, register, size of, typedef, volatile, char, do, extend, if, return, static, union, while. These are the 32 keywords and cannot use it as variable name and constant name. So keyword is a reserved word. Variables. So suppose if I define int x, so x is the variable name of integer data type. Understand? X is the variable name of integer data type. Suppose I define float calc. So calc is variable name of float data type. Understand? X is the variable name of integer data type. Calc is variable name of float data type. Suppose I define char ch. So ch is variable name of character data type. So these integer, float, char, these are primitive data types. So x is the variable of integer data type, calc is variable name of float data type, ch is variable name of character data type. So a variable is an identifier which is used to store some value. That means suppose int x equal to 1. So x is the variable name having the value of 1. Float calc equal to 2.0. So calc is variable name of float data type having 2.0. Char ch r. So char ch is a variable name of character data type having the value of r. Write that. So a variable name is an identifier which is used to store some value. So constants can never change at the time of execution. Suppose I defined constant. I will explain this constant concept in next class. But constant, suppose constant int x equal to 1. So the value of x is 1. This is constant. In somewhere in the program, I cannot change the value of x. If I change the value of x, then compiler throws the error. X is a constant integer variable. So if I define constant int x, I never change the value of x in the entire program. But variables can change during the execution of a program. So while execution of the program, somewhere I can change to the value of x equal to 1 to x equal to 2. If it is constant, if it is not constant, if it is constant, I cannot change. If it is not constant, I can change the value of x equal to 1 to x equal to 2. That means that here constants can never change at the time of execution, but variables can change during the execution of a program and update the value stored inside it. So if it is not constant, I initialize x equal to 1, then somewhere I changed x equal to 1 to x equal to 2. Now the value of 2 is updated value of x. That's the this line. The variable can change during the execution of a program and update the value stored inside it. Okay. Next point, a single variable can be used multiple locations in a program. Suppose I have int x equal to 1. This variable can be used in multiple locations in a program. A variable name must be meaningful. Otherwise, developer unable to understand what the variable is. That's why a variable name must be meaningful. It should represent the purpose of a variable. Suppose I want to sum of two numbers, then if it has int sum equal to a plus b, then everyone can understand that this variable is sum of two numbers. That's why it should be meaningful and represent the purpose of a variable. A variable must be declared first before it is used somewhere inside the program. A variable name is formed using characters. Variable name have characters, some digits, some underscore also. Suppose int sum. This is the sum of characters. SUM is sum of characters. Sum 1. This is also valid variable name. Sum underscore total. This is also valid variable name. So a variable must be declared first before it is used somewhere inside the program. So declaration of the variable is must be first, then it can be used somewhere inside the program. A variable name is formed using characters, some digits and underscore. How to create a variable? What are the rules to create a variable? So a variable name should consist only characters, digits and underscore. So variable should consist only characters, digits and underscore. A variable name should not begin with the number. Suppose one sum, that is not valid. Suppose int one sum, this is not valid because a variable name should not begin with the number. A variable name should not consist of white space. So suppose I have another integer variable int my sum. There is space between my and sum. This is not valid because rule number 3, a variable name should not consist of white space. My sum having one space. That's why this is not valid. A variable name should not consist of any keyword. Suppose I explained 32 keywords, right? Auto, int, float, register, return, this struct, enum. These are auto data keywords. These are keywords, 32 keywords in C. Suppose int auto equal to 5. This is not valid because Auto is keyword in C. So a variable name should not consist of a keyword. Then C is a case sensitive language. That means small name, this is the capital name. So C is a case sensitive language. Both are different. So what are the valid variable names and what are the invalid variable names? So sum are sum. This is small sum. This is C is language is case sensitive. Then both are different. So any variable name must start with underscore. This is valid. So a variable name consists of characters, underscore, and digits. This is valid. My underscore gender. There is no space between my and gender. So this is valid variable name. So what are the invalid variable names? So one sum. So uh, according to rule number 2, so a variable name should not start with the number. And rule number 3, there is no space between the my and gender. And there is no special character allowed to create a variable. So these three variables are invalid variable names. So a variable name should consist of only characters, digits and underscore. A variable name should not begin with a number. A variable name should not consist of white space. A variable name should not consist of a keyword. C is a case sensitive language. That means a variable name and name are different. Capital name and small name both are different. So how to declare a variable and initialize it? There are multiple methods to declare a variable and initialize it. So here int val first method is declaring the variable then initializing. So first declare the variable then initializing. Val is the variable name of integer data type. This is declaration. Int val is the declaration. Then the value of 5 is assigned to the val is 5 is assigned to, so val 5, the value of 5 is assigned to val. So this is the declaration and this is the initialization, right? Method 2. So first declare the variable val, then assign the value of 5 to the val. This is also called as L value. L value. Method 2. Declaring and initializing the variable together. So first method is first declared, then initializing. So now declaration and initializing happens at a time only. So I have declared val is the variable name of integer data type and having the value of 5. So declaration and assignment happen at a time. But method 1, declaration happened first, then initializing done. So in method 3, declaring multiple variables simultaneously and then initializing them separately. So first declare the multiple variables. In method 1, I declared only one variable. In method 3, I have declared two variables. Val1 and val2 are variable names of integer data types. Suppose float x comma y comma z. X and y z are variable names of float data types. Okay, so first I declared, then the value of 10 is assigned to val1, then the value of 20 is assigned to val2. So this is the method 3. So multiple variables declaration happens first, then initialization done. So method 4. So in method 2, I have declaring and initializing happen at a time only. So here declaring multiple variables simultaneously and then initializing them simultaneously. So I have three variables val1, val2, val3 are variable names of integer data type. So val2 is the value of 10 is assigned to val2, the values 20 is assigned to val3. So it's multiple declarations and multiple initializations happens simultaneously. The method 5 is dynamic initializations. Method 1, method 2, method 3, method 4 are static initializations. So method 5 is dynamic initialization. At the runtime, the value of variable, that means values assigned to variable at runtime only. So I have int a is the variable name of integer data type. So printf, this is the output statement and inbuilt function in stdio.h. So printf of string, enter the value of a. Then user input the enter, scanf function read the input from the user and stores that a value. So here is the integer variable. So then whenever run the program, the console window shows that enter the value of a. If user enter the value of 50 and 50 using scanf function, the 50 is assigned to the variable a, then a equal to 50. This is dynamic initialization. Value is assigned to the variable at runtime only. The next concept is input output functions. So what are the input output functions? There are two input output functions of C language. One is printf and scanf. These are inbuilt functions in stdio.h, standard input output functions. So printf function is used for output. It prints the given statement to the console window. Printf function is given the statement to the console window. The syntax of printf is printf format string and argument list. The format string can be integer, character, string or float. So this is main important. The syntax of printf statement is format string and argument list. This is important. So the format string can be either positive, can be either integer or character or string or float or double or long, anything. So example of printf function. So this is stdio.h preprocessor directive. Printf and scanf function, both functions inbuilt in stdio.h. Any programming language start with the main function. Is the integer is the return type. That's why by end of the main we have return statement. So val is the variable name of integer data type having value 5. So the float number 1. Number 1 is the variable name of float data type having 13.5. Number 2 is the variable name of data type double having 12.4. So the the intention of printf statement is displays the output on the console window. So whenever execute a program, the first printf statement value, this is the formatted string. Formatted string can be either integer percentage d, either can be float numbers or double numbers or string numbers, anything. So when executing, the output is value is percentage d. Percentage means value. So output is value equal to 5. Second statement, printf number 1 equal to percentile f. Percentile f means this is float. So float is 13.5. So the output of second statement is number 1 equal to 13.5. Then the third printf statement number 2 equal to percentile lf, that means double value. So it displays 12.4. So this one is value is So this is integer and val. So the value is equal to 5. Then second printf statement, number 1 equal to, this is the float value, so number 1 is 13.5. The third printf statement, number 2 equal to percentage of number 2. Number what is the value of number 2 is 12.4. This is the output. This is the example of printf statement. So another input output function is scanf. It is used for input. It reads input data from the console window. So whenever user enters the value, that is read from the console window and assign to that variable. The format, the syntax is scanf format string argument list. Like format string can be either integer, float, double, string, character. Okay, so the example, this is stdio.h, this is preprocessor directive. So I have character. Any program starts with the main and return type is the integer. That's why I return the 0. If it is void, there is no return statement. If it is void, there is no return statement. So character chr is variable name of character data type. So whenever execute the program, then comes to here printf on console window, enter a character. Enter a character. So if user entered some B, it reads from the console window and chr equal to B. So then again printf statement. So you entered percentage T C. So you entered, so the output is you entered percentage C is the character CHR. So what are the input read from the console window that will be displayed? You entered B. So this is the output. Another example, the previous example explains about the character. Now this example explained that float and double values. So here num1 is float data type, num1 is a variable name of a float data type, num2 is a variable name of double data type. So whenever execute this program, cursor comes to here, this is the printf statement, then enter a number. Enter a number. Scanf function reads input from the console window. So if user enters 10.2, then num1 having 10.2. Then again printf statement. So enter another number. If user enters some 3.141456, so this value is assigned to num2. Num2 is double data type, so that's why read from the percentile LF. If it is float integer, then it is float format string, percentile F. If it is integer, percentile D. If it is character, percentile C. Okay, then scanf functions read input from the console window. So num2 equal to 3.141456. Then again execute the printf statement, num1 equal to percentile F. So percentile F num1. So num1 equal to 10.2. The output of this print statement is num1 equal to 10.2. So the output of another print statement, num2 equal to percentile LF. So it is double. Num2 equal to, what is the value of num2? 3.141456. So this is, if it is integer, then num3 equal to percentile D, like that. So in this class, in this previous class and this class, I have explained what is C programming language and yesterday and sample program, what are the comments, how to use in C language, what are the data types in C, what are the keywords in C, what are the variables in C, how to declare a variable and initialization of variable in C, what are the input output functions in C. I hope that you can understand my presentation. So if you have any questions or queries, please contact us hello@provatech.com or use Skype prova.tech. Thank you.